So guys, today's video I'm going to be talking about how you can apply for a university in South Cyprus and of course successfully move to South Cyprus. But this video I'm not going to talk about visa requirements. I will do visa requirements in another video. I just want to talk about some of the universities in South Cyprus and some of the few things you need to understand about studies in South Cyprus, alright? And again, I will be talking about the documents you need in order to apply for these universities in South Cyprus. First, before I continue with the video, please guys, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and please don't forget, very, very important, South Cyprus is different from North Cyprus. There are two Cyprus. We have North Cyprus, which is visa-free for Africans. We also have South Cyprus, which is not visa-free. You need a visa, all right? I will be talking about the visa application on some of the documents you need to apply for a visa to South Cyprus as an international student from Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, anywhere in Africa, all right, in another video. But in this video, let's talk about the schools and the required documents. Now, first of all, let me also draw your attention to the fact that the visa you are going to use to travel to South Cyprus is going to come from the Lagos Consulate, the Cyprus Consulate in Lagos, all right? It is a stamp that the consulate will give you, but your visa will be approved. That is your temporal pass, all right, will be approved in Cyprus, okay? Just follow the video, then you will understand more. Your visa is not coming from maybe an embassy and it's not tedious, all right? The visa is going to take maximum, sometimes 28 days, sometimes 2 months. Sometimes it just depends because the COVID-19 has affected so many places and maybe it can take longer than 1 month. But know that it is not tedious. If you have the tuition fee, move to Cyprus and understand that Cyprus universities are somehow expensive, okay? That is something you should also pay attention to. Now, if you want to study in South Cyprus, know that you need a visa to move to South Cyprus directly from Africa. And some of the schools in South Cyprus you can apply to. The most commons include the University of Cyprus and the University of Nicosia. You also have Neapolis universities in Parphos. You also have Alexander College. You have American College. You have Unity College in Nicosia. You also have Cyprus University of Technology, Cyprus International Institute of Management. There are a lot of them, all right? So you are the one to decide. Now, like I said, tuition fee in Cyprus universities usually sometimes maybe above 8,000 euros, but most programs in Cyprus will cost you around 10,000 euros. That is something you should put in the back of your mind before you start the visa, or not even the visa, the application process to study in South Cyprus. Remember I said South Cyprus is in Europe, all right? In South Cyprus, you can do maybe Erasmus Mundus, maybe you go on further studies, all right? But in North Cyprus, you cannot. That is something I have always said and I will always be telling you guys, all right? Now, understand that as soon as you get admissions to study in any South Cyprus university, you have to pay at least half of the tuition fee. You have to pay at least half of the tuition fee. In the University of Nicosia, for example, or the University of, Cyprus University, all right, in lanarca or in parphos or whichever place the university is, you have to pay at least 5,000 euros before you can apply for the visa, all right? That is something you should pay attention to. Now, to the documents, but understand that you can still get a scholarship. You may get a scholarship if they find out that your academic documents are well organized, or let me say are very heavy. What I mean by heavy is if your documents are, maybe your academic qualifications are very good, they can give you a scholarship, maybe 60 or 70%. But at the end of the day, you may still be asked to pay around at least 8,000 euros upwards, all right? So that is something you should understand. Now, you have to pay half of the tuition fee before you can move to South Cyprus. Note that, very important. Now, the documents you need to apply for admissions in any South Cyprus university is... include, if you are going for bachelor's degree, you need your high school documents, all right? For those students coming from Nigeria, you need your WAEC certificate. I think if you have this document called NAPTEC, you will also need to bring out the original certificate, all right? NECO, I don't know if they accept NECO in South Cyprus, but it's something I'm going to find out, all right? Then you need also your degree certificate if you are applying for master's degree, all right? It's very important you note all of these things. Then if you are applying for master's degree still, they will need your bachelor's degree transcript, all right, because it is a transcript that they are going to use to know which courses you actually did during your undergraduate studies before they can accept you for the master's studies. And most Cyprus universities deal with business courses, all right, or maybe environmental courses or management courses, so you have to note this. Again, you need your test of English. All right, test of English is very, very important because they want to make sure that you are able to study the degree program in English language, or if you do not know English or you can't speak English, then you should go for English school, or they should give you a foundation course, but you have to show that you know English. I think if you are coming from an English speaking country, maybe like Cameroon is French and English, but however, it is also possible for you to waive the English requirement in case you are coming from an institution where English was taught, or where your course was taught in English language. I hope you understand all of these details. Again, if you are coming from Nigeria and Ghana, of course, it can be waived for you, but discuss with your university. All right. Then if you don't have the English stuff, know that you are going to write an entrance exam, or maybe you may need IELTS or the TOEFL score or something. Now, that is for bachelor's and master's degree, all right? Bachelor's high school documents, master's degree students, bachelor's attestation in addition to the transcript, all right? Very important. Now, these documents are the documents you need, and when you apply for the admissions, they are going to call you for an interview, all right? The interview is going to be through Skype. I don't know if after COVID-19, most of the schools are still doing the interview, but of course, you are going to go through an online interview, all right? Then after the interview, they are going to grant your admissions letter. Now, there is something you need to understand. Most of these documents, you may need to authenticate them, all right? Authentication is done at the level of the Ministry of Education in your home country and at the level of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in your home country. So that is something you should pay attention to. Try to get the documents authenticated or legalized. Is that the word? Legalized or authenticated, whatever. Just take them to the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs in your home country before you do the admissions, all right, so that things can be easy for you. Now, when you get the admissions letter, that is when you can apply for your student visa or whatsoever visa. But like I told you, sorry guys, like I told you, your visa is going to come from South Cyprus, from your university. That is something you should know. All right, you should know that. Confirmation is going to come from your university before. For Nigerians, you now take your passport to the Lagos office. I think they call it APTA or something. The consular in Lagos asks for it and locate it. You take your passport there. Then with the confirmation, then they will stamp your passport. The stamp you are getting is the entering permit, because you only get the visa when you enter into South Cyprus. I hope you understand. I'm going to make another video on how you can go about the visa application. All right, because when you get the admissions, I will advise you to pay the tuition fee you have been asked to pay. Then, so that while you are processing your visa, like I said, after the COVID-19, a lot of things have changed, so it may delay you to get the visa. All right, so just start paying your tuition fee so that as soon as they are processing the other documents, of course, they will know that you have already paid your tuition fee, and it will be easy for you to move. Again, understand that for you to get that visa, you need to authenticate the other documents. I'm going to bring a list of them, your academic certificates, your medical certificates, and other documents you need in order to get the student visa. I hope this video is going to help somebody. I am doing this video because a lot of people have been asking me on some of the things to know, and all. I will put a link of few universities in the video description box. All right, if you have a question, please guys drop it in the video description box so I can answer very easily. All right, because it's going to be easy for me to answer if I find it in the video description box. Remember, you also need bank statement. All right, and when you are traveling to South Cyprus, make sure you have at least 2,000 euros in your pockets, because sometimes the immigration officials at the Lanarca airport will ask for maybe some money. They want to see money on you. I'm not talking about the bank statement you need to apply for the visa. I will come to the bank statement, but when you are traveling, I mean traveling to South Cyprus, before you board the plane, make sure you have at least 2,000 euros in your pocket. All right, that is an advice I can give you. For the other documents, including a bank statement of a police character and all the other documents, academic qualification, medical certificates, I will talk about in the next video that you may watch sometime after this one. All right, so that is the information, guys. Thank you so much. Please subscribe and like this video. All right, until we meet again in another one. Peace.